Tough litter on your street makes you angry. This next story is likely to get you a bit riled up. There's a neighborhood here in our area in which some people have no reservations about using it as a dumping ground.
Now we're talking about the occasional fast food wrapper or soda can, but the kind of stuff you'd take to the landfill. And one resident says enough is enough.
There's a lot of it, and it is ugly. Darwin Singleton takes you there in tonight's Talking Trash Report.
This is terrible. Y'all see this?
When you talk trash, you attract trash. It's no surprise to me when Prichard resident and community activist Mario Cannon sent me this video of trash. But what did surprise me was how much trash actually on these city streets.
Y'all see this?
This is one of those streets that Mario was talking about. It's Etowah Street in Alabama Village. You've heard of Alabama Village. It's part of Prichard that's been plagued for years by crime and crack and basically a lack of concern. So what makes Mario want to do something about all of this now?
It's like the morale of the people that lived in these areas. It goes down and it goes away. And eventually they do too.
Yes, there are a few people still living in Alabama Village. Decades ago, it was a thriving blue-collar subdivision. But now, it's a decaying shell of its former self. So much so that the rest of Prichard and other surrounding cities know it's a place to make things they don't want disappear. Kind of.
If you look around, there appears to be an attitude of, number one, we can do this here.
Overgrown lots hide the dirty deeds taking place here. Rotting shacks and failing streets make Alabama Village a place few want to visit, let alone stay here. Mario is talking about it, but is anybody listening?
We've got a plan to address the redevelopment of Alabama Village. The first thing we've got to do now is get the illegal dumping under control.
Prichard Mayor Troy Ephriam says he is listening, and the groundwork to revive Alabama Village, well, it's already underway. He knows the trash issue has to be addressed first.
We've asked our PD to actually help us do some additional patrolling in the after hours, specifically to identify where we know people are coming through the areas of Alabama Village and doing the illegal dumping.
And there's this. Ephriam says he's also directing his staff to clean up the mess, clear the right-of-way, then use concrete barricades to close some streets where the litter is worse. Barricades much like these used at a dump site along Mobile's Rabbit Creek.
We've got about 14 locations that we've identified where we know we have to put the barricades in.
What can you do? Report illegal dumping, because cleaning it up steals city resources.
Ultimately, it causes us to have to spend money and time in areas where we should be serving people who are paying the municipal service fee, who are paying their taxes.
But Mario Cannon remains skeptical.
I'd love to see him do it. Maybe we can get some progress then, but talking is one thing and action is a completely different other thing. Y'all see this?
Talking trash in Prichard, Darwin Singleton, Local 15 News.
Now, the city is currently trying to identify the owners of rundown and abandoned properties in Alabama Village so they can attack that problem as well.
And meanwhile, Mario Cannon says he plans to make changes himself by running for city council.
Local 15